Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we are going to be fishing this small little jerkbait. It's 1/8 ounce suspending from Eurotackle called the Z-Spender. That's going to be going out on this medium light Avidex 6 foot 6 inch medium light. Got 6 pound mono on here. We are just going to flip this thing around this lake. Hope we can get into some largemouths. I would love some peacocks. This lake does have peacocks, but I've only ever caught one of them out of here, so not the best peacock lake. But largemouths are the goal. Probably get some mine cichlids as well. We'll see what happens. We'll flip this thing around and hope the fish like it. All right, so here's a slightly better look at the lure we're going to be going with. It is the bluegill pattern. I like fishing jerkbaits a lot, and I also like fishing small lures. So this little 1/8 ounce jerkbait kind of fits both of those. So we'll cast it out. There's a drop off on this lake. You can probably see it. It's a little bit further away. I can usually pick some fish up right over that. So I'm going to try to work this thing over the top of that little cliff and hope some fish like it. Got something out there chasing some little bait fish. There we go. That's going to be a nice fish. There's a school of a couple dozen little bait fish of some sort getting ambushed. I casted this lure right out into basically a little bit past the school, and something hit this almost instantly. Oh, it's a nice peacock, I think. This lure is a little bit bigger than those bait fish. Oh, no, no, no. He's right at the edge of that cliff. If he kind of runs down, he could probably break me off pretty easily on that. Oh no, he's under it, he's under it, he's under it. There he goes. Let's turn his head here. Is he snagged? Oh, are you kidding me? I snagged him in the belly. He's not even hooked in the, oh, man. No wonder he fought so much harder. Usually if you foul hook a fish, they'll fight harder. This guy's hooked in the belly. So I'm gonna count it anyway because we caught it, but this wouldn't be an official catch because it is foul hooked. So we got our first fish of the day. You can see where I kind of foul hooked him there in the belly. These guys are a pretty tough little fish though, so I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm gonna count this one, even though it was foul hooked. Now this was a lifeless fish. I would not count that, but let's drop him back and let's get back to it. Oh, peacock just came out. I don't know if you were able to see that on camera. It came out, turned away at the last second. There's a couple fish down there. Looks like 2 peacocks, 1 largemouth. They're interested in it. They just keep turning away at the last second. Oh, there's another one down there. So I think I can get one of these guys to bite. A little bit more erratic action. See if we can get one of these guys to commit. That guy chased it again. So I got to chase on 3 straight casts. They just keep turning away at the last second here. Oh, fish on. Right at that cliff. A couple peacocks came to check it out right as this thing was coming over the top of that cliff. This one's not big, but he's in the mouth, so he counts. Come here, dude. All right, there were a couple peacocks that kind of followed the lure up, but just kind of turned away at the last second. This was the first guy to commit to it. Not a big one. Put up a decent fight on the medium light rod. Let us drop that guy back, and let's keep going. So it should come out sort of well on camera. There's a big contrast here. We got this really shallow area here that it drops off really, really fast where you've got that darker water. And right there on the edge, there's a bunch of fish hanging out. And once I move this lure kind of right over the edge, a couple fish come up to check it out. Oh, there's another peacock looking at it. There he hit it and I just missed it. All right, there's 2 fish right there. There's a couple fish here. Let's work this thing on this drop off a little more. Try to get one more or a couple more would be great. There we go. Is that, oh, he's off. But 2 of them came up to look at it, okay. All right, we're gonna get a couple more fish here. I feel that, at least one more. Especially now that they're a little agitated. Should be in a little bit more of a feeding frenzy mode. There's 3 of them that came up to look at the last cast. They're a little hesitant. They don't always fully commit to it. Nothing on that cast. At least, I hope I didn't jinx myself. I hope these peacocks still like this thing. Yeah, so I don't know what happened there. I had that little stretch where I caught one, hooked up with another, had a couple more chase it, but after that they seem like they have all disappeared because I've made maybe 20 more casts and nothing has followed this lure in yet. So they might have got scared, might have moved off, I don't know. But let's keep going, let's keep working this drop off. Oh, fish on. That's a Mayan though. These guys pull pretty well too. Oh. Come here, dude. First Mayan of the day. Yep, so I can't tell you where those peacocks went or what happened to those, but we got another one. Decent sized Mayan cichlid. There we go, fish on. Little largemouth. Come on up here. Oh no, it's a little peacock. Smallest fish of the day. It is a cute little guy. This might be the smallest peacock I've ever caught on a lure. I've caught smaller ones on some live worms or some live mosquito fish, but probably the smallest peacock on a lure for me. All right, now I don't fish this lake a ton, but there's only this one little set of lily pads. The entire lake it's a decent sized lake, but this is the only spot that has lily pads. And usually, not always, but usually I can pick up at least one and usually a couple fish here. Because I guess the lily pads attract them a good amount. Oh, fish on. What is it? Oh, peacock. Oh, there's 2 of them right there. Usually when you find one peacock, oh, there's 3 of them right there. Usually when you find one, there's usually at least 2, but sometimes a couple of them. It's a decent sized one. I think the biggest one of the day, if we can get him in. I lost a couple fish already. Nice and easy. Oh. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Turned his head. Oh, he's barely hooked. Nope, 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 nope. Come here. Alrighty, this guy is super pale in color. Man, these guys have a lot of kick to them. Let me just let him go. There you go, dude. Sorry I didn't get to show him to you a little bit better, but we'll let him go. 3rd peacock, biggest one of the day. Let's keep going. Let's get another one. All right, so I think we got 3 peacocks today. Lost, I think, another one, maybe another 2, I don't remember. But I've only caught 1 peacock on this lake before today. This has always been a good largemouth and a good Mayan cichlid lake, but not a good peacock lake. And they say, and when I say they, I mean random people on the internet, that the hotter it is, the better it is for peacocks. And today, it was in the mid-90s all day, super sunny, so the water is really warm. So the peacocks might be just a little bit more active today than what I'm used to. But we got a couple, picked one up on these pads. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, what's over there? I know some big fish jumped pretty far out. Fish on. It's another nice one, whatever it is. He hasn't pulled any drag yet. Oh, nice peacock. Let's work this guy in here, nice and easy. He looks like he's getting ready to pull, but he's not. I tighten my drag up just a smidge here so I could control these guys just ever so slightly better. He's kicking his tail a lot, just not going anywhere. Turn his head. Nice fish. Come here, dude. All right, once again, a very nice peacock. Probably on par for the biggest ones a day. Let's let that guy go. All these guys I've caught today are very light in color. I guess this lake does have a pretty light bottom, but great peacock action. Not much else I can say. Try to get another one. So I've been using two different techniques today. One is kind of what I'm doing now, just a very steady retrieve with a little pause and then some twitches. And that has caught me a couple fish, especially on the pause. I don't pause it for too often. Basically just a retrieve, a couple twitches, pause, reel my slack in. The pause just takes whatever time it takes me to reel in the slack after the twitch. Oop. And then that has caught me a couple fish. Oop. Come on. There we go. And then my other thing is just a very steady retrieve. And that, again, has caught me a couple fish. Caught that tiny peacock like this, and maybe one other one. But peacocks love this little thing. Oh, fish on. Right by these grasses. Little largie, first largemouth of the day. All right, that guy just kind of let himself go. He flopped around. But in a lake that I've caught a lot of largemouths in and not a lot of peacocks, I'm surprised that ratio is kind of flipped here today. Oop, fish on. Another one. What is this? Oh, another nice peacock. Oh, there he goes. He's pulling right on the drop off there. Man, this guy's pulling well. He's all the way by the pads. This guy pulled really, really well. Best fight of the day so far. He gained some ground here. He's not wrapped up anywhere. At least I hope not, is he? Let me tighten my drag just a smidge here. Oh, he is. He's wrapped up on that first lily pad. I hooked him so far away from the lily pad, and he still managed to wrap himself up over there. Oh man, what am I gonna do? I don't even know if he's still on. All right, let's try to free him just a little bit here. Oh man, I don't want to lose this fish. That was another nice one. More importantly, I don't want to lose this lure because I love this lure. Probably my favorite jerkbait. Oh, all right, he's off. But I got my lure back. Not the best ratio today. I've lost a handful of fish, but I've also caught a handful of fish. Oh, fish on. Another peacock. This one's a little bit smaller. If we could land this guy, this is gonna be it, because I'm happy with the action we've had today. Little guy, come here, dude. All right, one of the nicer fish, still light in color, but a little bit darker on this one. So it has been an absolute success on these peacocks. Tons of action. Wish I would have caught more because I lost a little bit too many for my liking, but I am happy for the day. That guy's off. I'll be back with a quick wrap up. All right, so that is going to do it. Absolutely great day as far as action goes. First on the drop off, we got a couple fish, hooked up with a couple. I don't remember the exact numbers, but pretty good action on the drop off. Love fishing the drop off. Just working this little thing kind of right over the top has worked really well. There's a lot of fish sitting under it, so when they look up and they see this little thing swimming across them, especially when it stops right there on the edge, they'll come up from right under it and smash it. This is a great little jerkbait, probably my favorite jerkbait. I like the X-Wrap a lot from Rapala, but this Eurotackle Z-Spender really works well. I like fishing smaller lures, and I mean this thing in 1/8 ounce is a little killer of every single species. And then later on, over by these lily pads, I always pick up 1 or 2 fish by these lily pads. Shouldn't say always, usually. And then today, this might be a new record. I don't know how many fish I caught here, 3 or 4. I think I lost another 2-ish or so. Again, love fishing structure. Lily pads are one of my favorite kind of areas to fish. And in this lake, there's only one section that has 2 little lily pad piles. So there's a lot of fish stacked here. It's kind of tough to fish here because, especially on lighter tackle, because the fish wraps itself up in some lily pads. A little tough to get them out on some 6-pound mono. But yeah, absolutely great day action-wise. Caught a lot of fish, had a blast, even though I sweated bullets. Either way, I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you next time.